Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees win 8 in a row and Caballero. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. The Yankees are 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 8 games in a row. They are 2.5 games in first place. And the bottom half of the order, Yankees did it tonight. This is exactly what the New York Yankees were missing in the beginning of the year. When they were slumping, it was because the bottom half of the order was slumping. Caballero being the spark plug and base-stealing demon we need. Rosario rising like a phoenix from Arizona and putting some resurgency into his career. Then you got Austin Wells with some pop tonight, and the New York Yankees are absolutely rolling, guys. I know they played Houston. I know they played Kansas City and the Boston Red Sox, some of the worst teams in baseball. But you can only play the teams that are put in front of you, and that's exactly what the New York Yankees are doing. It was the power display tonight, guys. The Yankees smashed 3 solo home runs. My boy, Trent Grisham, tied the game in the 3rd. Jose Caballero put them ahead in the 5th, and Austin Wells broke the 2-2 tie in the 7th with a moonshot to right. And that's all this team needs to do is be scary if Austin Wells starts to find his stroke. The bottom of the order production, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Austin Wells, McMahon, and Jose Caballero combined for 7 hits. Wells finished 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, his first multi-hit performance since opening day. Then tonight you had Ryan Weathers going on the bump. Congratulations, Ryan. The new daddy. Looks like we'll have another starting pitcher in 2048, but more on that later. But Weathers showed up tonight, and it's amazing outing, okay outing. Amazing outing, okay outing. And tonight was one of those okay outings. He didn't even pitch long enough to get the decision. That went to Cruz tonight, who settled down, by the way, because Cruz got lit up last night, but that was his first appearance in 8 days, so that can happen to a bullpen guy. Oh, my boy, Tim, King of the Hill, got lit up tonight for a home run. You know what? It's good to get it out of your system. Tim Hill and Cruz's little blip in the radar were last night and tonight. Guys, it's going to happen. It's baseball. Everyone can be had eventually, but the New York Yankees, the last thing on the list of problems is Cruz and Tim Hill. But Jake Bird looked even decent. Then you had Carmelo Duval, who looked also solid. We need that guy in garbage time to get right, and that's the perfect thing that these blowout wins can do. You can actually get some reps during game time where you can have leverage situations where guys can work on their stuff. So the Yankees are the hottest team in baseball right now, folks. 8-game winning streak has pushed their record to 18-9, and they're finding ways to win when the superstars at the top of the lineup have nothing. This is what they weren't doing in the beginning of the season. And not for nothing, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I wish the Houston Astros were a little bit better to make these games better, and it would mean more if we were kicking their teeth in. It's like, I wanted the good version of the Houston Astros that we would sweep, and the Yankees are going for the sweep tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon. Don't forget, because these games have been later. But I kind of wish that like Altuve was still Altuve and that we could stick it to them. But they're basement dwellers now, so I guess they get theirs at the end of the day for all that cheating. And they sold their soul to the devil for their rings, and now it looks like their franchise is going to be in the basement for a long time. Thank you, much appreciated, because they don't deserve anything. And then we had Ben Rice doing Ben Rice kind of things tonight. He's just building on his monster year. But Caballero and Rosario are the story for me so far this year. These guys are the lifeblood, it seems like, with the New York Yankees. Now, don't get it twisted. When Volpe comes back, he's going to be the starting shortstop of this team. And with Stanton being questionable and day-to-day, and by the way, aren't we all day-to-day? But let's say Stanton goes down. This could actually open up the DH spot for Judge and Ben Rice. So if you were to move Aaron Judge into the DH spot, you could put Rosario in right field. You can put Anthony Volpe at shortstop, and you can let Caballero play third base. Or you could let Caballero play second, Volpe at short, and move Jazz Chisholm over to third. He did well the year that we went to the World Series at third base when we got him off the Marlins. So I believe in Jazz Chisholm's defense at third base. So that's something to look forward to because I've heard a lot of people say, no, we got to keep Caballero in the lineup, which makes sense. You're absolutely right when you say we got to keep Caballero in the lineup. I agree, but they're not going to. Telling you right now, Brian Cashman's going to put Volpe right in there. Then we have to give Volpe a little bit of a break. He was treated like a rented mule with a torn labrum in his right shoulder, and they played him every single day. They also brought up Austin Wells and Anthony Volpe up a year ahead of schedule. It hurt their development. That's why when I hear about guys like Spencer Jones, Jason Dominguez, and Lombard Jr., and everyone's like, bring him up, bring him up, bring him up, I think you should bring Jason up. But as far as Spencer Jones and Lombard Jr. is concerned, jumping from AA to AAA is a huge jump. Leave those guys, let them maturate, let them incubate for a little bit, and then bring them up at the right time. Even though Spencer Jones is 25 and the time is running out, I mean, you're going to be a 27-year-old rookie. It's kind of like what happened with Aaron Judge. But listen, the New York Yankees are firing on all cylinders. They're beating bad teams, but you know what? If they were losing these games, we'd be ripping our hair out. So the New York Yankees go at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But first, before I call it a night, we got some great news, folks. The Boston Red Sox just cleaned house. That's right. Cora's gone. So a manager that would literally eat Aaron Boone's lunch is gone now, and I am happy. But they just didn't start with Cora. The hitting coach, the mitigating runs coach, the hot dog vendor, gone. Now, from an outside perspective, if anybody that you should be getting rid of, it's not Cora. You should be getting rid of that owner and the GM. But you can't get rid of that, so these guys are the sacrificial lambs. And it's so ironic that Cora gets let go after the Boston Red Sox win 17-1. So he's getting fired because they haven't been hitting all year, and then they score 17 runs. They turn around him and fire him. So I'm happy about it because one of the managers that outcoaches Baboon all the time is out of the division. Now it's just Kevin Cash. So I can deal with that. Hours after their most convincing win of the season, the Red Sox announced a dramatic shakeup that included parting ways with manager Alex Cora and 5 members of their coaching staff. The decision comes with the Red Sox off to a disappointing 10-17 start. Chad Tracy, the manager for AAA Worcester, will be the team's interim manager. Starting with Sunday's game, hitting coach was gone. Game planning and prevention coach Jason Veritek. Ramon Vasquez, assisting hitting coach. Dylan Lawson, major league hitting strategy coach. How many coaches you got? Maybe that's the reason they get fired, is because this is redundancy. The timing of the news was surprising, if only because the Red Sox had just pulled off an impressive win with 17 runs, and Crochet was dealing today. So I'll tell you this, Cora is not going to be unemployed for a long time. He is going to get gobbled up real quick. And you know what? If Mendoza keeps coaching like that for the New York Mets and he gets the hook midseason, could you see Cora stepping in there? Let me know in the comments below when more information about the Cora situation comes out tomorrow, because I think it's just more than not scoring runs. And you got to remember, Cora was caught up in the cheating scandal, got suspended for a year, came back to the Red Sox, won a World Series, the whole thing. The guy's a great manager. The Boston Red Sox have been underperforming massively this year. I don't think it's Cora's fault. I think it's the GM and the owner and the players' fault. But you know what? Peace. Later, Cora. Get out of the division. See you later. And also, I got to admit, hot take real quick. Let's fast forward. Let's, God forbid, the New York Yankees were to do an early exit in the playoffs. I'd be ringing Cora's phone number to coach the Yankees next year. Absolutely. In a heartbeat. Let me know what you think about Alex Cora's managing abilities. Let me know what you think about the New York Yankees kicking ass and taking names 8 in a row, 9-1 in their last 10, and the New York Yankees are winning in different ways, and they are mashing, and they are doing what they're supposed to do. And if you could do me a favor, go over to New York Minute merch. That's that beautiful blue link underneath the video. Check out all of our merchandise, and please help and support the show. And remember, it's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Toronto won with a late winning home run tonight. Good night, Canada.